We originally built it for Dolly's mother, and instead of staying in one of the bedrooms, we decided to build a cottage for her as a separate residence.
And so we thought, why not renovate, which is an understatement, rebuilding almost, this property here, and she's right behind us.
Dolly started taking care of her mother really gradually in about 2000. And by 2008, I guess, she had gotten to a point where we were calling all the time on the phone to Baltimore, and we just decided that she should be here more than she's up there.
Initially, when she first came here, she lived in our house inside here, and it was very comfortable for her, and so it was really quite good. It was really quite good for her. Now, this house that we live in is a large house. It can get a little difficult to navigate if you're slowing down.
And she had her own house, in Baltimore.
Right.
And so going into a bedroom didn't make, it was good for a visit, but not to live. And the cottage, building the cottage was a transition between the two. It's a kind of compromise between the two, of living in our own house as opposed to living in a bedroom in our house. The cottage was built on the footprint of the carriage house that was here. And the carriage house was a 2-car garage with maid's quarters on top of it. And the city prohibited us from expanding beyond the footprint of the carriage house because of the proximity to the property line with our neighbors. So we have 900 square feet. We had a cathedral ceiling put on the second floor, and we put a wraparound porch on it so she would have access without having to walk outside in the yard. It feels bigger than what it actually is.
The first floor has a full kitchen, refrigerator, stove, microwave, little table, seats maybe 3 people. That's in the kitchen area. There is the washer and dryer. There's a little couch that you can rest in. There's a TV that pulls out from the wall, and there's a full bath and shower. You go upstairs, and up there is another full bath. As soon as you get to the top, there's another full bath. And then the bedroom is a pretty large space because it covers the kitchen. There is a large television set and a couple of small coffee tables, a small couch, and a big wardrobe. Yes, you can hang up your clothes, and some drawers.
We had a sitting area installed, and it's important because it was one of the observations. It wasn't even a complaint of people who were our guests, would be staying there through Airbnb and through guest services. But the second reason was for our grandchildren. I don't know if you remember Harry Potter, but Harry Potter lived under the stairs, and so it kind of inspired us to put the sitting area under the stairs. I think there are a couple of things I would have done differently. One of the things I would change would be the size of the windows to let more light in, particularly upstairs. I regret not having larger windows put in.
A ramp, something that allows the stairs not to be such a challenge, could have been a possibility. I'd like to think we learned from that, from the restrictions in the city. We could not do that. And so it matters if someone wants to build something for their mother, an older person, such and such, then you have to handle that. You think about how you might do that.
Also, I think that another thing is that I would have started with a seating area downstairs instead of adding it later, because it was something that added to the intimacy of upstairs and downstairs as separate things. I still can't figure out how we could have put a second bedroom in, but if I could have, I would have.